everybody, it's Becci here. So last time we spoke, we were looking at how to build melodic structure based on rhythm, and I started playing you my little song that I've written called Woodpecker, which came from our free writing. So I sang you the first verse of that song, which went, "A woodpecker don't start this early in the morning. I got a feeling there's something that you want to say. I get all my best ideas while you're sleeping. It's hard when you keep chipping away." And I have decided to put some very basic chords underneath that. So I've put a capo on my guitar, if you know what that is. It just transposes your guitar. And I'm starting with an E major. And then I'm playing an A. That's an A minor, playing an A major, 7, and then back to an A major. And the other chord in the sequence is a B7, and then back, which could be a B major, and then back to E. So E, A, B for the whole song, which is classic blues chords. So in our BandLab tutorial, I'll show you how to make those chords happen on a digital audio workspace if you don't play. But I always think with everything, you should try and keep your chord structure quite basic. So for me, I'm going with 3 chords to go over that melody that I wrote last time. So, a woodpecker don't start this early in the morning. I got a feeling there's something that you want to say. I get all my best ideas while you're sleeping. It's hard when you keep chipping away. So I can hear from what I'm doing that the kind of melody I'm writing is quite traditional. It's like a little bit kind of like old-fashioned pop maybe, or even Americana kind of pop. So today what I want to talk about is how to imagine your song structure based on genre. So for this song, it's going to be pretty basic because Americana pop is basically verse, chorus, sometimes verse, bridge, chorus. So when we're thinking about different structures and how they map to different genres, that can be a really good idea if you've started writing your song already. So we should all by now have at least 4 lines of a verse. Perhaps we've got 2 verses, perhaps you've even got a chorus based on your free writing. But let's look at how genre can actually manipulate that. So I know that I'm going to write in pop. So a pop / rock / indie song often has very similar characteristics in terms of structure, and that is your classic pop structure. So abbreviated, it's AABA, which means verse, chorus, verse. But there are some more complex structures within that we can talk about. So everybody knows when they hear a pop song that they're going to hear a verse. Everybody knows they might hear what we call a pre-chorus or a bridge to the chorus. Everybody knows we're going to hear the chorus, we've just mentioned it. Also, we know that at some point in the song we might hear a variant, which would be the middle 8. It's called the middle 8 because it is the middle 8 bars of the song in traditional pop music. So A, that B would be the middle 8. Songs like Somewhere Over the Rainbow, or songs like Simon and Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water, songs like that have that very classic middle 8, which is a defining and different section of the song. Within pop, it's more likely that the middle 8 will fall within the same key still, and that you'll just do something different with the middle 8. So I'm going to play you my song, and then we'll point out the structures on the screen as it comes. So a woodpecker don't start this early in the morning. I got a feeling there's something that you want to say. I get all my best ideas while you're sleeping. It's hard when you keep chipping away. You promised me sun would follow the rain clouds, but last I checked it's been pouring most every day. We got together, guided by love's little cherubs, but lately they've been finding better places to play. are getting quite a mess. Things get sketchy when there's something you just don't address. Yes, I've been waiting for you to tell me you're sorry. Chip, chip, chipping away at the tail of my coat. I get all my greatest days when you talk to me, but you've been zipping your lips, so I'm hitting the road. Oh, your heart, my sleeve, things are getting quite a mess. Things get sketchy when there's something you just don't address. Yes. See such a mess. Things get crazy when you can't decompress and you need to address and just get it all off of your chest, and it's all like chip, 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 chip. Chip, 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 chip it away. Chip, 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 chip. Chip, 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 chip it away. Chip, 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 chip. Chip, 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 chip it away. Chip, 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 chip. Chip, 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 chip it away. Cool. Okay, so that is Woodpecker, and that has come from our free writing task and in our first verse and second verse and so on. And we'll talk about building your hook next week, but this week let's talk about your structure, because your structure is going to guide where your hook goes. So that's a very basic pop song. A, B, which is the chorus, A again, which is the verse, B, which is the chorus again, and then the C section is just a middle 8 section. When it comes back in on A, which is the verse to fade out. However, it comes back in with a chip, 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 chip for a bit of variation. And I think when I produce that song, I'll add on top a woodpecker don't start this early in the morning. So I'm creating around something very cyclical, and that's very true of most pop songs, okay? So when you're writing a pop song, you're thinking about the beginning, middle and end, all having some sort of relationship to each other. They come back round, they meet each other again, and they repeat. So for any of you out there that feel like you're writing a pop song, a basic pop structure is A, B, A, B. That's verse, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. If you want to get a little bit more complex, then verse, verse, bridge, chorus, verse, bridge, chorus, middle 8, chorus. Another formula for that might be verse, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, middle 8, verse, chorus. Okay, so that's basic pop, and it works by being quite repetitive. So that's your structure for pop. If you guys are writing a hip hop song, you might have a very different structure. So usually you're kind of, the most usual hip hop verses will have 16 bars, sometimes 32, which is double of 16. And they'll have what's called a definitive hook. So the hook line is kind of like the chorus. Sometimes that's a singing. Most often it's a singing line, but often it's a speaking line as well. And that will be the repetitive line of the song. The core meaning of the song is within that particular line. So we'll look at how to write hooks in our next wee video. But for now, if you're writing a hip hop song, go with 16 bars. Chorus, 16 bars, chorus. Your chorus will be 4 or 8 bars on a 4/4 rhythm. We talked about that last week for rhythmic structure. So everyone should have a 4/4 rhythmic song as it stands. So what's different? Well, folk music is slightly different. A lot of the time, folk music structure is A. So that means you sing a verse, you sing another verse, you sing a verse, you sing another verse, and it doesn't have a definitive chorus. What it does often have is a line, a hook line, or a refrain. So for instance, with songs like, I'm thinking about Bob Dylan, Don't Think Twice, it's Alright.
Out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm a traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright.
You'll hear that hook line there. So that hook line signifies the meaning of the song. The chorus itself, although there is no chorus, is just that refrain. So your challenge this week is to write your hook line. So in my song, it's the your heart, my sleeve. No, yeah. Your heart, my sleeve. Things are getting quite a mess. That's my hook line, right? And it's over 8 bars. So if you're writing a pop song, try and write an 8-bar hook line, which will repeat itself perhaps. If you're writing a hip-hop song, try and write a 4-bar hook line. And if you are thinking you might write a folk song, before next week, try and come up with one line that works as the main hook of the song. The best way to think about that is, what does the hook mean? So, once again, here are your structures. You can pause the video here if that's helpful. Choose one of these structures and write your hook based on that structure. So by next week, we should have our verse and we should have our hook. And next time we'll look at finishing off that hook to make it really dynamic and writing a middle 8 within a song. Okay? Good luck. Bye.